The Jeremy Vine panelist hit out at the claim, suggesting claims Meghan Markle had been welcomed happily into the royal family is rubbish. Dr. Moshe Shogbamimu took particular issue with Angela Levin, saying the Duchess of Sussex had been disgruntled with being unable to take on a leading role when she joined the institution. Ms. Levin said, "She is a woman who wants to do what she wants and to lead. And she just didn't like it. It was very unfortunate. Prince Harry told me, when I was writing his biography, that he was spending a lot of time trying to tell her how it all worked. And he was very worried whether it would stay with her or not." The comments made Dr. Moshe Shogbamimu cut in, "With all due respect, with as much disrespect, that's utter nonsense. Everything you've just said about Meghan Markle is rubbish. Oh, they loved her so much, they welcomed her." The Vine panelist has openly defended the Duchess of Sussex from criticism on past occasions and praised her for seeking happiness for her family away from the royal institution. During her infamous Oprah Winfrey interview last year, Meghan claims she had failed to fully grasp was joining the British royal family until her first meeting with the Queen. She said Prince Harry and Sarah Ferguson gave her a last-minute lesson in curtsying before she was introduced to Her Majesty, as she had been unaware she would have to curtsy. He also suggested she had little knowledge about the royal family, saying it wasn't something that we followed at home. She said, "I went into it naively because I didn't grow up knowing much about the royal family. It wasn't something that was part of the conversation at home." Talkshow host Oprah Winfrey asked, "So you didn't have a conversation with yourself or talking to your friends or thinking about what it's like to marry a prince, who is Harry, who you had fallen in love with, and what it would be to be a part of that family? You didn't give it a lot of thought?" She said, "No. We thought a lot about what we thought it might be. I didn't fully understand what the job was. What does it mean to be a working royal? What do you do? What does that mean?" He and I were very aligned on our cause-driven work. That was part of our initial connection. But there was no way to understand what the day-to-day was going to be like, and it's so different because I didn't romanticize any element of it. She added, "But I think, as Americans especially, what you do know about the royals is what you read in fairy tales, and you think is what you know about the royals. It's easy to have an image that is so far from reality, and that's what was so tricky over those past few years, when the perception and the reality are two different things and you're being judged on the perception but you're living the reality of it. There's a complete misalignment and there's no way to explain that to people." On the other hand, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle confirmed they were never coming back to the royal family almost exactly a year ago, but the shockwaves of their decision to step back as senior royals are continuing to be felt. After making a fresh start in their Santa Barbara home, the Sussexes spoke out in their tell-all Oprah Winfrey interview about life in the royal spotlight and made several astonishing revelations. This included Prince Harry opening up on Princess Diana's pain as he revealed his fear that history could repeat itself given the intense scrutiny surrounding his wife. The couple are known to have a fractious relationship with the media, whilst research last year suggested Meghan was the victim of a toxic social media campaign. Now royal fans have expressed their shock and outrage as they compared the treatment of the Sussexes to the mild tone used for Prince Andrew. Following the news that the Prince Andrew case was settled, in principle, out of court, fans have been quick to criticize what they perceive as silence from insiders. "Amazing, isn't it? Buckingham Palace insiders so very silent over Prince Andrew," one person wrote. "All sources very quiet. And yet they were so vocal about Harry and Meghan. This won't go away." Another person agreed, responding, "I'm still waiting for the media to give Prince Andrew the same energy they give Meghan and Harry." Whilst a third person seemed to have been expecting a contrast between responses as they compared the mild and vile tones directed at Prince Andrew, Prince Harry and Meghan respectively. It's not one bit shocking the mild tone all the royal commentators have over Prince Andrew in comparison to the vile tones and name-calling towards the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, they tweeted. This critical response from fans surrounding Prince Andrew's media treatment versus the scrutiny his nephew and niece-in-law faced comes after Virginia Giuffre filed a civil case against him in New York last year. Throughout the months that followed, the Duke of York has vehemently denied the accusations against him and speculation rapidly grew over whether there'd be a Prince Andrew trial. Just last month the Queen stripped Prince Andrew's HRH title, military honors and patronages, which she confirmed in a rare Buckingham Palace statement. Though Prince Andrew himself has yet to make an official announcement in the aftermath of the recent reports,